everybody, it's Rusty the Sports Clown. You're never going to guess where I am. I'm here at the world's largest haunted house. Okay, wait. It might not be the world's largest. Okay, maybe it's the country's largest. Okay, maybe not the country. How about the state? Okay, maybe it's not the state's largest. But guess what it really is? It is in the Guinness Book for being the world's longest haunted house. That's right. Because, I mean, it takes you like 45 minutes to wander through this whole place. It's amazing. This is going to be so much fun, but there's kind of scary and creepy things happening, so I hope I get through this without being scared, because I'm scared of clowns. So let's get to a sports break. Okay, so this is scary. All right, I never talk much about NBA because, you know, last year it was like, you know, foregone conclusion who was going to win before it even started. Well, this year some teams made some changes, okay? Houston got better, they upgraded. OKC, guess what? They upgraded too. I know, but is that enough? We're going to find out, because Golden State, I mean, they're still the team to beat no matter what happens. All right, in the East, Boston made all these changes, brought in all these players. They were going to be a super team, but in their first game, you're not going to believe what happened. I know. How many of you saw this? Gordon Hayward, he had this, I mean, terrible, horrific, nasty, disgusting, and a really bad boo-boo kind of injury thing happened, okay? He broke his leg, and if that's not bad enough, he dislocated his ankle so that his foot was pointing the wrong way. Something I'm kind of thinking I might see in here before we're done. I'm not quite sure. Wow, scary. Okay, moving on to another team that's kind of creepy. Okay, the Chicago Bulls. What about the Bulls? Okay, they've got this guy on their team. You're not going to believe what he did. He punched, sucker punch. I mean, not just a punch, but, you know, came up behind him, bam, when he's not even looking, broke his jaw, broke his face. I mean, he's like done for a while. It's horrible. I can't believe it. Now, if the guy's going to play like that against his own teammates, I can't imagine what he's going to do to the other team. Got to see this. All right, now we're going to move on to Major League Baseball. Ooh, scary. Okay, let's see. Okay, we've got the Dodgers and the Astros. They were kind of like, you know, the Golden State Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers were in basketball, because they just tore it up the first half of the season. Well, in the second half of the season, after the All-Star thing, I'm afraid something's going to jump on me if I'm not careful here. Okay, both teams kind of fell apart, and, you know, they had these really horrible slumps, but then they came back right before the playoffs, and now that they're in the playoffs, bam, it's like they flipped a switch, and both teams took off. Okay, Dodgers, they tore up the Cubs, who won it all last year. Then what happened with the Astros? Okay, the Astros, they played a team in the Yankees who hadn't lost at home. Well, guess what? They still didn't. They're undefeated at home, but they only won one game away from home. Astros beat them in that series 7-3. Yeah, I know, great. It was fun to watch because, you know, I'm not really crazy about those Yankees. Okay, wow, this is getting scarier in here, guys. Okay, Dodgers and Astros, we don't know who's going to win. You got to watch it. Okay, now then, pay attention to this. Dodgers, it's been 29 years since they've been in the World Series. The Astros, what do you think about them? You know, I can't remember the last time they played a National League team in the World Series. Trick statement, because you know what? They never have. The last time they were in the World Series, they were actually in the National League before realignment and stuff. You know, like when you take your car in to get the tires realigned and balanced and all that stuff, and they move things around. That's what they did with the Astros. They moved them around. All right, we're going to move on to something else now. How about, let's talk about NFL. So we go, ooh, scary stuff again. Okay, we're going to talk about Aaron Rodgers. You're not going to believe this. The guy, the idiot, the bum, what does he do? He breaks his collarbone against the Vikings, against a division rival, something that they need to win. You know, why is he doing that to us? Why couldn't he have done it the game before, just before the game-winning drive against the Cowboys? Now, you know, truthfully, that's like poor sportsmanship on your part, Mr. Rodgers. I'm not going to watch your commercials anymore. I don't care if that dog is cute and stuff. Yeah, we're not watching. That's it. Okay, what else do we have? How many of you guys saw the Chiefs and the Raiders? Was that a crazy ending or what? I mean, okay, think about it. The end of that game, it was like watching, you know, an NBA game, you know, where the last 30 seconds last like a half hour, where, you know, if you're in a hurry, it's like, oh my gosh, there's 30 seconds left in the game. Okay, we got time to go fill up the car, go take a vacation, and come back and still see like the last of it. Well, that's kind of how this game was. Okay, first, the Raiders, they drive down the field. Then, oh my gosh, somebody's driving down here on me. All right, they drive down the field. Then they get close. There's a penalty. It gets called back. So what do? They throw another pass. A penalty in the end zone. They put it like at the 3-yard line. What happens then? They score a touchdown. They win the game. No. Pushing off against the offensive guys. So they move them back 10 yards. I know. So then what do? They throw a pass into the end zone. Incomplete. Game over, right? Nope. penalty. Okay, so they move him back up a little bit more. Goes back to pass, throws another pass. Incomplete. Game over, right? Nope. Guess what? Another penalty. Now, here's what happened. This is like, the game's already been over for like 30 minutes at this point. I don't know. They're on like 4 or 5 plays after the game is officially ended time-wise, but because of the penalties, they keep having extra plays. So here they go again. Hut, hut, hut. They run to the left. He throws the pass. To me, it looked like there was a little more pushing up, but they didn't call it. He catches the ball. Touchdown! I'm pretty sure the refs retired this, so they said, yeah, just let it count. So game was over, just like that. I know. That's how it works in pros, okay? Let's talk Lobo stuff. All right, the Lobos last week. How many of you guys saw this? They went to Fresno State, a team they were supposed to beat this year. They got crushed. I mean, it wasn't even close. It was 38-0. They got smoked badly. Well, people blamed it on, a whole bunch of different factors, but basically they just weren't ready. Okay, this week they played Colorado State. Now, Colorado State is supposed to be one of the best teams in the league. I mean, they're trying to become a Power 5 team, and they're good enough to be there, so you're thinking, Lobos are going to get smoked. Well, guess what? Didn't happen. Okay, Lobos kept the game close. They were ahead for a while. Then they got behind. Second half, Tavaka Tuioti comes in as the backup quarterback. He's throwing it all over the field, running all over the place. Kid's amazing to watch. But the game ended 27-23, Colorado State. This was a team we were supposed to get smoked by. I know, but we didn't. All right, let's move on a little bit. We've got a whole bunch of teams. Alabama's still undefeated. Are they going to win it all? We don't know. We don't care. Yeah, maybe some of these other teams, TCU, maybe they're going to do it. Maybe Penn State. All these teams, it's going to be fun. The playoffs are going to be amazing. All right, high school stuff is kind of the same way. Is there anybody that can compete with Manzano? Not really sure. I mean, they've just crushed everybody. I think they could run the table this year. Okay, a couple teams that might have a shot at doing it. Cleveland, I think they could make a comeback. La Cueva is still in the mix. You have Las Cruces down south. Other than that, I don't know. I think it's going to be just those 4 teams making the decision. All right, we do have some bad news that I have to tell you about. Sadness. Rio Grande, the team we've been pulling for all season, they lost again. That's now 35 straight losses for them. Sadness. You have one more game. It's against the Trisco Heritage, and I think you can beat them. I know, there's nobody here that likes the Trisco, is there?
Hey, go Jags!
Oh yeah, the producer lady, she's a fan. Okay, anyway, go Ravens, you got to do it. In other sadness, this is going to finish up our little segment here. The Cleveland Storm, little guys we've been following all year, we wanted them to make it to the Super Bowl. They got beat last week in the semifinals by Volcano Vista. So Volcano Vista is going to play the Rio Rancho Rams. We wanted an all Rio Rancho final, but it didn't happen. So it's going to be Rams and Hawks playing in the Super Bowl for the Yaffle freshmen. Go Rams. All right, that's it. Come back in a minute. We're going to be right back with a very cool segment here at this haunted house place. If I don't get too scared, because there's scary clowns and things going on. I will. Ah! Clowns are scary. See you in a minute. Bye, guys.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of Proview Sports Network. Garden Sort's Team Sales is a proud supporter of Proview Sports Network.
Get into the game. Garden Schwartz Team Sales features fine products and apparel from Wilson, Schutt Sports, Speedline, and Russell Athletics. We offer custom embroidery and screen printing services for all of your school or club needs, from team uniforms to school letter jackets. Specializing in all sports and serving all communities, from big schools to small schools, from up north to down south, or all points in between. Garden Schwartz Team Sales. For great prices, friendly staff, and quality products, call Garden Schwartz Team Sales today at 1-800-880-7767. That's 1-800-880-7767. Since 1939, Garden Schwartz Team Sales is a proud supporter of New Mexico youth athletics.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of Proview Sports Network. High school sports are back. It's that time of the year as the 2017-18 season kicks off, and you could watch every Proview Network broadcast live on the NFHS Network. Every moment, from every game, from every sport, including all NMAA state championships. Get your highly discounted yearly pass now. Go to the NFHSnetwork.com/NMAA. Watch New Mexico's best on the NFHS Network. VR Junkies is a virtual reality arcade. We specialize in all things VR, from the simple phone-based headsets to cutting-edge full-body motion systems. Check us out at the Coronado Mall. VR Junkies.
Hey everybody, it's me, Rusty the Sports Clown, here in the world's longest haunted house. Boy, is this place creepy. Man, I don't know. Oh, hi.
Where's my mom?
I don't know. Where's her mommy? Oh gosh, I hope that wasn't her mommy. Where did she go? Oh, this place is so creepy. Diana, what are you doing here?
Rusty.
I thought you were going to be outside interviewing people.
Oh my God! All I know is that I got a message from the producer that we needed to be here to film interviews, and I came in here and I'm totally lost. I'm so scared.
I think we have to go this way. Let's go this way.
Are you going to stay close?
Sure.
Oh my
this
gosh.
is a creepy place.
This is. Oh my.
Oh, somebody said help me.
Okay.
Oh, we're going in a cave, not a cave.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, bad things happen in caves.
All the time. You know, and all I thought we were supposed to do is interview some of the people who come here, and then maybe some of the people who do things here at this location. Like, that's what we're supposed to be doing, but then we ended up in all this crazy stuff.
Oh, and what do they say about caves? Don't take a shower. Don't go in the basement. No, they just probably shouldn't go. So just if there's a cave, don't go.
Don't go to the cave.
Don't go.
No. This is way too much. Okay, so I think what we need to do is we need to find her. This seems like this is the right way, right?
I think so.
So we're close to the exit.
It's
so I
either
can
this
stop
way or that
being
way.
so scared. So then we can talk to people, right?
We should go talk to people. Okay, let's go talk to people.
Okay, let's go talk to some people.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go. This way, the other way. Okay, gang, it's me, Rusty the Sports Clown, and I've got a couple, really cool people from the haunted house here. Can you tell me who you are?
My name is Mike.
Very cool. And how about you?
I'm Panda.
Okay, now, is the best part about this just trying to scare people?
It's one of the best parts. Also, we're involved in the build, so we get to actually build and create our own nightmares, which is fun.
It's the best scaring people. We want them to be scared the whole way. We want them to go down the dead ends. We want them to be scared.
Okay, everybody, I've heard that Nick's outside right now talking to some of the people coming in to check out this haunted house. We're going to jump out to him real quick, then we're going to talk to some more of the amazing cast of characters here. See you in a minute.
Thanks, Rusty. Now I'd like to introduce
Mel, Tiffany,
Morgan,
Martinique,
Jeremy,
Jesse,
and
Melissa.
what do you know about Dragon's House of Horror? Have you been here before? And if so, what did you think about it?
It was terrifying. We had to run a lot.
It was really good last year. I'm excited to see how it is this year.
I've never been here.
I've never been, but she drugged me out here saying it's been amazing, so I'm ready to be scared, see what it's all about.
I was really scared. I dragged her around, and then we held on to this old lady because we were so scared.
Yeah, I was here last year. I heard a lot about it, and now I'm hearing this time it's the longest haunted house out there.
I have been here before. It's really good. It's worth the money, and isn't it the longest haunted house?
I believe it is. You are correct. It is the longest haunted house in the world as of Guinness World Records. Are you scared right now?
No, it's really hard to scare me, so hopefully this year will be better. I'm a little creeped out by you, but I'm not scared.
I'm a chicken, so I'm a little scared right now.
What is your favorite Halloween movie, or horror movie, if you will?
Night of the Living Dead, the original.
I just say Nightmare Before Christmas just to go really simple.
Hocus Pocus.
Halloween Town.
I'm torn between all the Freddy movies, Chucky, Leatherface. I love them all so much. All of them. No favorites. I like them all.
Who is your favorite horror or Halloween character?
Probably Jason.
Jason.
Harley Jack Skellington.
Chucky.
The Clown It.
I would say Pickle Rick, but that's just me.
Now, one more question for you guys. It involves my boss. His name is Rusty the Sports Clown. I'm going to pull out a picture of him. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Have you guys seen this clown?
He looks like the clown from Metalocalypse.
No.
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 Okay, well, now you guys have heard of him, so he's a little bit more famous. Thanks again, guys. We appreciate your time. I hope you guys have a great time at the haunted house tonight. Thanks again. Don't get too scared tonight, but have fun. Thank you. All right, Rusty, back to you.
All right, Nick, I've got a couple more awesome individuals here. Who do we have here?
The death.
Okay, I believe it. How about you?
I'm Daddy in the house.
Very cool. So what was the toughest part of this? Was it getting through the scare school and trying to figure out how to scare people?
I think people come in ready to be scared, so it's not too hard to get the scares. Just getting into character.
And you guys, I mean, you're two awesome characters. That's definite. And I'm sure you guys do an amazing job. We're going to have, a whole bunch of the cast come in here just for a quick shot. These are all my friends. All right, I'm going to finish up here real quick with my friend Bobo here. Now, you've been doing this for how long?
13 years.
Wow. You told me earlier that you like to change things up and improve your skills every. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, every year Bobo has to do something new because you don't want the same old clown doing the same old thing.
Kind of like me. That's all I do. So what have you added new, if you can tell us, this year?
I actually added new blades, and I do a little bit more parkour.
Oh, very cool. We're going to close it up. I want to thank all my friends here. Now, we're going to jump it over to Ms. Diana Butterscotch, and she's going to close things up for us. So, we'll see you in a minute. Bye.
Okay, Rusty, you seem to be getting, as always, the cool interviews with all the characters that works here at this crazy, crazy haunted house. But I finally scored the big interview. I guess I'm kind of just moving on up over here. And why don't you go ahead and tell our audience who you are and what is this place? What is that we're wandering around in?
I'm Jeff Lepori, and I'm Vice President at Dragons Entertainment, and you're at Dragon's House of Horror, the world's longest haunted house.
This place is just scary. Scary as freaking crap. It's like I'm a little nervous. I mean, we've had to get escorted everywhere. So I mean, what does it take to put all this together?
It takes an army of people and a lot of crazy ingenuity.
Now, when you say an army, what's your kind of how many people work here?
Well, right now we have probably a contingency staff of about 15, but we've got probably 20 or 30 volunteers that just love Halloween, love horror, that just want to be a part of all this.
That's crazy. Now, have you always been into this kind of thing? Or, like, I mean, how did you fall into it? Because you can't tell me you woke up one day and said, I want to scare the bejesus out of everyone. Let me find that as a job.
I started doing this probably, well, I'm going to say almost 18 years ago now.
Have you always done it here in Albuquerque?
I have. Well, Rio Rancho is where I started. I did it out of my house, and it grew from there. And Ron Gideon, who's the actual owner of Dragon's House of Horror, he did kind of the same thing, and then we both kind of bloomed at the same time.
Now, you're saying that it bloomed. Now, you guys hit a rather special milestone this year. Is that correct?
Well, last year. But
last year.
Yeah, we got the Guinness World Record for being the longest haunted house.
That's pretty cool. And what is that distance?
That distance is almost 1.5 miles.
Holy moly! I heard that you guys do a lot of in-house training and like scare school and other stuff like that, right?
Yes, we do. I put everybody through a scare school. We teach them the different aspects of scaring, the different techniques, all the safety things that go along with it.
Now, on that note, can you tell me one of the most memorable moments you've had in here, scare-related?
Well, we've had so many. Recently, one of our own actresses got scared, and that was pretty interesting. We've had people pee their pants, literally, and we actually reward our actors for that. They could get $20 for the night. They may get a gift card.
Oh wow, that is a pretty good incentive to scare some people that much. I think we need to keep you around just a little bit longer because we still need to do prognostication after this. Would you mind sticking around for that and doing some sports guessing?
Sure, I'd be glad to.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Jeff, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. You know what, Rusty? Let's go ahead and just close this segment, and then I believe we're going to be coming back to prognostication.
Gecko's Bar and Tapas, a proud supporter of Proview Networks. been a fan favorite spot for food lovers and sports fans. With not one, but 2 great locations, including outdoor patio, an atmosphere you won't want to miss. Geckos, off Academy and in Nob Hill. Ladera Golf Course. Opened in 1980, Ladera features a full 18 including spacious greens, a large driving range, roomy practice putting greens, and 4 large lakes. Surrounding Ladera, beautiful views of the Sandia Mountains to the east and volcanoes to the west. Ladera is a challenging city-owned course with the longest playing yardage of any other city courses. For weekend tee times and more information, call 505-836-4449.
Is this my car?
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments,
This is ridiculous!
there's one of these.
Is this my car? What? This is ridiculous.
This can't be happening!
This can't be happening.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Shut up.
Shut up!
That's why State Farm is there, with car insurance for when things go wrong, but also here with car loans to help life go right. State Farm.
Talk to State Farm agent Marty Size or Michelle Rudolph in Albuquerque today.
Don't forget, every Proview Network sporting event is on sale at our DVD store. Go to www.proviewNetworks.com to buy your DVD today.
Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at Proview Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage.
Don't forget, every Proview Network sporting event is on sale at our DVD store. Go to www.proviewNetworks.com.
Okay, everybody, here we are. I'm Rusty the Sports Clown. We are here live with Jeff Lepore, and we are in a cemetery. And we're going to do our prognostication, and we're going to do prognostication here because when teams lose, this is kind of where they go, huh?
Something like that, and it's a little safer.
It is, a little bit. Okay, so now, do you know anything at all about prognosticating?
I do now.
You do now. That's the one thing I always have to explain. I would say, what's prognostication? Well, that's where we pick games, and if you don't know the answer, you flip a coin, or you go with your favorite color, whatever.
We'll make a guess.
Okay, we can do that. Now, this guy, we go way back.
Way back.
We met each other, I'm going to say, 35 years ago?
Yeah, I was 12.
Yeah, so I don't remember how old I was. Probably older.
Yes.
So, okay. All right, we are going to start with our first game. Is going to be New Mexico State versus Arkansas State. New Mexico State has to win a couple more games to be bowl eligible. I know nothing at all about Arkansas State. How about you?
I know.
So,
I think hometown.
Hometown? So
Hometown.
Aggies?
Yeah.
We'll go Aggies?
We'll go him. Well,
Okay.
yeah, let's go that way.
Arkansas State, do we even know what their mascot is?
I think it's a pig of some sort.
That's a Razorback.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Arkansas.
I don't
This
know.
is Arkansas State.
Arkansas.
They're not them.
Yeah, I could tell you what I think it might be.
The ones,
but I'll leave it
the
at that.
ones that aren't the pigs.
Yes.
Okay, we'll move on. Our next game, this is a game that we all have some kind of skin in. It's the Lobos versus the Wyoming Cowboys. What do you think in this one?
Well, I really like the Cowboys name.
Really?
I do. But I'm going to go Lobos because it's hometown.
Good call. Good call. Okay.
Go Lobos.
I'm pretty sure he's not talking about the same Cowboys. Now, Lobos, they've got to win 3 more games. Let me get that right. They've already won 3. They got to win 3 more to become bowl eligible. They're going to play UNLV at the end of the season. I'm pretty sure they can beat them. I think they're going to play like somebody else that they can beat pretty easily, Nevada or somebody.
Maybe.
So they've got to beat, I'm going to guess, Wyoming to make sure that they get their 6 wins because they still have to play Texas A&M and San Diego State. I'm not sure they're going to win those. So I'm with this guy right here. Lobos all the way.
Go Lobos.
All right, we're going to move on to a couple pro games. Let's see, we're going to talk Denver and Kansas City. All right, Kansas City, they've lost a couple in a row. I mean, after just looking like world beaters, they were going to destroy everybody, the way that they destroyed the Patriots. Right? Sound guy loves the Patriots. So, who do you think in this one?
I like orange and I like blue. And I'm not so much a Kansas City fan, so we'll go Denver.
Okay, so because Denver wears the same colors as Los Lunas Tigers, me too. I'm going with Denver.
There you
Wait, my buddy likes the Chiefs a lot. Maybe I should go with them. Nah, they've lost a couple in a row. Denver's going to beat them. All right, we're going to talk about a game that you and I have strong feelings
We
about.
do.
Cowboys and the Redskins.
I love Cowboys.
You love the Cowboys.
I do.
You even have a tattoo somewhere that says Cowboys.
I actually do.
Yeah, and it's a place where people can see it without you going, okay, close your eyes.
No, all the time.
Yeah. Okay. So, Redskins. What do we think about the Redskins?
Let me think about this for a minute. Going with Cowboys.
Good call. Okay. If you remember last week, we had, our archery girl's dad on, and he's a diehard Redskins fan. Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
Good thing he's not here. We'd make fun of him today. Because the Cowboys are going to win. Cowboys stomped the 49ers. That's all I got to say. So the Cowboys are back to even money. They're going to play the Skins next week. And we all know Cowboys. Do we want to predict the score in this one?
I'm not good at predicting scores. I'm just going to say Dak Prescott's pretty bad to the bone, and I think I'll just say that they're just going to win by a lot.
Zeke Elliott's going to be able to play. He's
Oh,
going
good.
to play in this
I didn't know
next
that.
game, too. Yeah.
Awesome.
So Elliott's going to score a couple touchdowns. Dak Prescott's going to throw for a couple touchdowns. Final score, write this down. Rusty predicts 38-14.
Okay.
Cowboys.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that. I like
All
that.
right, we're going to move on. Let's talk high school football. We've got like 4 high school games to pick. Okay, now these are all important for seedings. They're all important for playoffs. And oh my God, that Panda's got a taser. That's scary.
Panda.
Okay. We have El Dorado and La Cueva. La Cueva has lost 1 game in district. El Dorado's lost 1 game in district. So this could, mean a lot as far as seedings. Who do you think's going to win this one? Because I understand, you're kind of familiar with both schools.
Yeah, I went to both high schools at one time or another, and let's go for a tie.
Go for a tie. Good answer.
I have to go with La Cueva on this one. I'm sorry.
You're a Bears fan now. You
Well,
don't like orange?
Well, no, I do. But I like La Cueva because that's where I graduated. Sorry, out there, El Dorado fans.
Actually, he's kind of right, because El Dorado, they just are not as good as La Cueva, so I think he's right. I think La Cueva is going to stomp the Eagles in this one. Yeah, it might not even be close.
Yeah.
It might not.
I mean, I hope it's not a stomping, but, I hope it's a win.
Right. Okay, this next game, this one's going to be a little harder to pick. Okay, you've got West Mesa, they're 5-3 overall, 2-1 in district. You've got Valley, they're just kind of the opposite, 3-5, but they're also 2-1 in district. Right. Now then, whoever wins this one might actually get into the playoffs as, one of those wild card picks, just to fill out the seedings.
Right.
Whoever loses it is done.
I'm thinking, well, I know somebody that went to Valley High School, so.
Yeah, me too.
So let's go with Valley on that one.
That'd be me, huh?
That would be you.
Okay. All right, Vikings all the way. They're going to beat the Mustangs. Vikings got to do it, because if they don't, they're done for this year.
Sorry, West Mesa fans.
Yeah, sorry guys. Let's see. Our last game that we're going to pick, it's Piedra Vista versus Volcano Vista. Now this is the Vista versus the Vista. Which Vista is better?
Well, let me start off in the view for a minute and think about it. Well, isn't Pedro buried in here somewhere?
That's Pedro.
Pedro. Oh, Pedro. I know Pedro. Just kidding. Let's go with. Wow, that was good. I say let's go with Volcano Vista on that one. I think he was trying to tell us something.
Is he trying to tell us if we don't pick right, we're going to be in the graveyard?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're digging a hole for us back there.
Okay, Piedra Vista, I'm pretty sure they're not as good as Volcano Vista.
Good. I think I got a good pick on that one.
So I'm going to pick Piedra Vista.
Okay.
You've got to be different on at least.
Let's do it. All right.
Okay, those are our picks. So if you guys want to see any more of this, we've got some very cool stuff going on. All right. I'm sure you watched the last segment where you got to see all the cool Halloween stuff, and you just finished at this one. All right, we are going to be gone next week, so hang out, because the episode coming up after that is just totally amazing, all right? So, what do we always say? Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us to a Lobos game, because I'm very famous and stuff, and I like the Lobos.
Yeah.
So, if there's a game, an event, a meet, a match, anything featuring creepy scary things, what do we say? Just go!
Just go.
Bye, guys.